Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here, a day after the Black Stars game against Cameroon. I'm going to review it, some of the positives I took and what the Black Stars need to do in the next game to make it through to the round of 16. We also hear from Coach Kwesi Appiah as well as Clarence Seedorf of Cameroon and the man of the match from Cameroon. So just jump right into it. As usual, I'm your host Selassie Fiawe. Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday the Black Stars of Ghana took on the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, and in a must-win game, I have to say, a game in which Black Stars could not afford to drop any more points. Unfortunately for Ghana, the Black Stars dropped 2 more points. The review of the game is as follows. This is how the events when the Black Stars, if you missed it, took on the indomitable Lions in the ISMAILIA Stadium in their second group game. The first game they played against Benin, the Black Stars unfortunately drew 2-2. Yes, they were a man down in that game. John Boy was the culprit and he was sent off. Due to that, Coach Kwesi Appiah made 3 changes to this team. He brought in Kojo Asamoah for the injured Thomas Japan, as well as John Boy, who was suspended. He brought in Jonathan Mensah to cover at the back. In the left back position, he brought on Baba Rahman to replace his much more favored Lumo Agbenyanu. Those were the 3 changes Coach Kwesi Appiah made to the squad. The Black Stars began the game more brightly. Christian Achu fired a shot from long range that was wayward actually, but due to that shot he fired, he got injured after that and he had a thigh issue. He had to be replaced by Samuel Owusu. Samuel Owusu played majority of the game. He came on in the 12th minute. Most Ghanaians were fighting for that actually. They didn't want Christian Achu to play this game due to what happened in the first game. So Samuel Owusu and Ghanaians got their wish. The game ensued and Cameroon grew into it subsequently. They were a much better side as the game went on, possessed more of the ball, created more chances. After 70 odd minutes, the Black Stars had only had 1 shot on target. Yes, and that wasn't bright at all. Cameroon had called on the Black Stars defense, most notably Richard Ofori saving a point-blank goal-bound effort from Christian Bassogog, and also another shot from Bassogog that struck Jonathan Mensah on his shoulder. It could have been worse for the Black Stars. Jonathan Mensah really did well for the Black Stars. He launched into so many tackles alongside Kasim Adams. They were both integral in that defense in stopping the Cameroonians from making their mark in terms of goals scoring. Later the game ensued. The Black Stars made some few substitutions, albeit very late in the game. Asamoah came on for Kojo Asamoah, who was a ghost of sorts in this game. He was lost in this game, playing at left wing, and most of the time he tended to go in too deep, and that really bothered the team in terms of going forward and attack. He struggled in the game and was replaced in the 76th minute by Asamoah, who wasn't impressive for me, I have to be honest, but his 15-minute cameo I feel was less time for him to have such an influence. Another change was made by Coach Kwesi Appiah, which many thought was late, and Kwabena Owusu coming on later on. He came on and for Andre Ayew, and he was really electric. The first touch on the ball was a loose ball from the Cameroonian defense. He latched onto it, ran at goal, and shot hit the bar. Unfortunately, it wasn't a goal. Many people were saying he should have passed to Jordan Ayew, but we have the benefit of hindsight and replay. We should not be harsh on the player. He's a center forward, and any center forward would have taken on that shot. Any center forward would have done exactly what he did. So that's it with Kwabena Owusu. He was electric. I would like to see more of him, more time on the pitch for him. I think he deserves it with this kind of performance. He really deserves a chance in this Black Star squad. So that's how the game ended. Ghana almost stealing it late on after Cameroon dominated for a while. The Black Stars of Ghana had to settle for a 0-0 draw with indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Now, what does this mean for Ghana? Later in the games, the last and third game of the day, Benin took on Guinea-Bissau and they also ended in a 0-0 draw. Right now, as things stand, the Black Stars have 2 points from 2 games. Benin sits second with 2 points from 2 games. This is just based on the name, that is B, Benin, not because of points or anything. And Cameroon sits atop with 4 points. The biggest winner on the day was Cameroon. They are more or less through to the round of 16, defending champions with a chance to defend their trophy. Now for Ghana, they face Guinea-Bissau in their final game, and they would have to beat Guinea-Bissau to ensure all doubts that they will qualify. A draw can send the Black Stars through, but that will depend on Cameroon beating Benin in that final game. It's all a little bit of permutation combination there. Many Ghanaians bringing out their calculators at this point to determine whether we will make it or not. But one thing is for sure, a win against Guinea-Bissau and we would not have to worry about the other fixtures going on elsewhere. Remember, all third games will be played at the same time and we will not have the benefit of having to wait. We will all be following the game subsequently and knowing what is going on in each center. So the Black Stars have to just focus on their game and win it, and that would be all they should think about. That is how it is for the Black Stars. We have a listen to the post-match press conference for the coaches. Coach Kwesi Appiah having a few issues. He expressed his thoughts, said the team did exactly what he wanted tactically. In the first game, we all know the problem was the defense. The defense improved, in my opinion. Honorable mentions to Richard Ofori, who was great in the post for the Black Stars. Jonathan Mensah, immense replacement for John Boy. Kasim Adams was great once again. I don't think John Boy would have a shout in this team anymore after what happened in the first game. It will be really difficult. An injury is the only thing that can bring him back in. And Baba Rahman, I liked his bombing forward and defensive positioning at times, although he lost a ball in the second half. I think that led to a counter-attack that almost led to a goal for Cameroon. Thomas Partey, in my opinion, wasn't that great on the day. Thomas Partey, I was really disappointed in him. Mubarak Wakasu wasted a lot of set piece chances, and Thomas Partey as well with the set pieces, and I was impressed with those two players. Those are the only downside. I think Coach Kwesi Appiah deserves some praise for improving the defense. We conceded 2 goals in the last game. We didn't concede any goal. We were just unlucky in the final third. A happy birthday to Coach Kwesi Appiah. Today is his birthday. We wish him the very best, though a lot of Ghanaians are not in that frame of mind to wish Coach Kwesi Appiah the very best. He has been a great person. He's a great person, I think, and I hope. But as a coach, maybe the question marks, you have issues with him. But hey, it's his birthday. Let's just wish him the best. Andre Ayew, despite injury concerns, was still played by Coach Kwesi Appiah, which I didn't really like. I thought maybe if he was injured, he should not have been played. But the coach thought he was fit enough to play, but later as the game ensued, he struggled to cope with the pace of the game. The Black Stars transitioning from defense to attack was really slow, and Kwabena Osu was the only one with electric pace, and that was too little too late in my opinion. So that is my summary of the game. We'll have a listen to both coaches post-match press conference of both coaches, and that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. And the third games will start today. Group A and Group B will be playing their final third group games today, 2nd of July. Yes, that's when Ghana will be playing Guinea-Bissau in their final group game at 4 p.m. GMT. Yes, so we'll have a listen to the post-match press conference, and that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.
My question goes to Coach Clarence Seedorf. Coach, from the first game, we saw some decisions you made during the first game. You replaced Arnojum, who performed well. Today, Arnojum was completely out of the game. We saw you replacing somebody who was the best player of the game, Zambo Anguissa, and you saw the result of the person you replaced Zambo Anguissa with, Kunde Malo. We want to find out, how did you read the performance of your midfielders, particularly your captain of today's game, Josh Manchek, whom you have so much trust on? Thank you, Coach.
Okay. First of all, Anguissa, we need. No, I will tell something general. We try to manage well the fitness of the players. It's the end of the season. It's been a long season for many, and that's why we have a group that most of the players can be first 11 players. Anojum has had an incredible long season. We played practically all the matches. As you see, we're not qualified yet. And we have another match to play, important match to play. Obviously Ghana is a big name, a big football nation. So everybody expects to see, I don't know what, but we thought that with the players we put on the field, we could be competitive today, and I think we showed that we were competitive. Anguissa, we took him out for 10 minutes. He gave a lot in the match, and it's not because he went out, things changed. We made some silly choices sometimes when we had the ball, and that's why Ghana had some opportunity to create some chances at the end of the match. But otherwise, I think that all the midfielders have performed well. Manjek for us is a very important player. He's experienced. He knows very well to help the defenders, to cover that area very well. So this is hopefully an answer on your question.
Okay, Bilal Nassour from Telegraph newspaper in Australia. The question is for both coaches. How do you explain the loss of too many chances in front of the goal from the two teams, like Cameroon and Ghana? The players, they lost a lot of chances in front of the goal, and we didn't see any goal today.
Yeah, he's disappointed. Please.
Okay, personally, I think that modern football, most teams do pack their midfield. So if you want to go through the middle to shoot, sometimes it's not that easy. The best thing that most teams do now is try to go through the wings and bring some crosses in. But to score through the middle is always difficult.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it was the chances were some clear chances, but everybody who's in the field tries to score goals, and sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Gideon. I'm from Cameroon. I have two questions, one for Clarence and one for the Ghanaian coach. Clarence, it's good you said a few minutes ago that sometimes we make some silly choices. I don't want to go back to them because they were really appalling, given that one of your centre back was just a mess today because even almost caught the goal. But I want to know.
Who's that?
That was Kwesi Appiah almost cost a goal. I don't know. In fact, all his balls were to the goalkeeper, even when it was very dangerous. Anyway, that's not my task. But I'm asking you, what was your game plan in this game today? Tell us your game plan. Was it to get a draw? Was it to, I don't know, because people almost had a running stomach because of your performance today. Second, my question now to the coach of Ghana. Coach, what would you say when people say that Cameroon was played too bad today and that Ghana was equally bad?
Shall I begin? What have you eaten today? Huh? Because you have a running stomach. You eat something bad, it falls bad in your stomach. I think we saw a match with two teams fighting for victory. I'm going to give you my football point of view, right? Because then as a fan, I can understand your feelings maybe, but as a football coach, knowing what I've seen, I saw two very organized teams who have created enough to be able to win. I think the draw is a fair result for what we've seen today. I think the performance was a solid performance against a good team from Cameroon side. And Kwesi has played a proper match. He also needs to grow. Yeah, he made that mistake. That was obvious for everybody, but there was a player that came in, he didn't see him. Can happen. Nobody's perfect. But I think that overall that our defense has been solid. He also made an incredible recovery at the end. Maybe you don't remember that, but I do. So I think that I give a very positive note to our defense today. Then I agree with you that we could have in some moments managed better the ball and to have a more cleaner play, because we did that parts of the match, but sometimes we didn't, and that's why Ghana, obviously being positioned well with that quality, could create obviously some counter attacks.
Yeah, we played against a strong team, and our tactical play is to make sure we soak some pressure and rely on counter-attacks. It's just unfortunate that the end result was not the best that we wanted. You don't expect a team to play the best that what you're looking for every single time. Sometimes a team, the performance drops, and that's football. It depends on which opponents that you're playing with. So for me, I won't say it's bad performance. I would say it's better than the previous game that we played.
Sati Shaker and Pounds Magazine for Clarence. Does the draw suit you in that you're now sort of top of the group? Depending on what Benin do, you have the opportunity to either win the group or at least qualify with a draw. Is that going to be enough for you, do you think? And to Coach Appiah, you couldn't score today, but you had on the bench for quite a long time the top goal scorer in Ghanaian history in Asamoah Gyan. I don't know if you're aware of this, but if he scores in this tournament, he will equal a football record of scoring in 10 tournaments. Is he going to get the chance to do that?
do you want
please.
No, Gyan is a great player. He's been doing well, but for every single coach, you look at your training and you assess players that can perform at a particular day, and depending on the opponents that you're playing with. So once he's part of my team, the door is always open. Some games maybe you start, and some games you may not play. So it depends on the opponents that we're playing with. Personally, I think tactically, the players played how I wanted them to play. As I said, we almost depended on our tactical play was to try and soak the pressure and rely on counter-attacks. I know got some players who are very quick, and most of the time when there's counter-attack, it's difficult to close them. But it's just unfortunate, we could not utilize the chances that we had. But as to the time that this time, right from the whistle, if you watch the game well, you realize that most of our transitions were done in the form of a counter-attack, to take them by surprise.
Last question, please.